So, I guess we're doing this. So yeah, it's a different hat. It's a different conversation. I didn't get to see it last night because between editing for this month and filming, yeah, I'm not getting a lot of sleep lately. Not too bad though. That's just never a super bad thing. What I do want to talk about is the Wrestle Dream, how it ended. I haven't got to watch the actual, like the whole show yet. I hear it's absolutely fantastic, and Malcolm's watched it. Once I get to watch it, hopefully we'll get to do a review of it. I wanted to just talk about the wrestler in the room. I think we kind of expected this once once Christian was put as the main event, and what a main event apparently. We got a turn, we got some drama, some kind of cool stuff. It's a great time to be watching wrestling. And it doesn't matter if you're an NJPW fan, you're a PWG fan, you're a WWE fan, you're a AEW fan, or you're like me and you kind of watch it all. You you pick from the well. There's so much that is out there. Uh, this is such a cool time. Now I grew up watching the wrestling back in the '80s. I came back to it during the '90s, WCW versus WWF. And that was an exciting time because you didn't know who's going to show up where. I mean, like, there was a point where Rick Rude was on a taped Raw and a live WCW Nitro the same freaking night. I'm not even kidding. That was something that happened, guys. That was the thing. And now we have like a fellow Canadian, fellow bearded Canadian, Adam Copeland, previously known as Edge in WWF, WWE, previously Sexton Hardcastle in the Indies, and now definitely going by his actual name, Adam. In so many cool Adams in AEW, isn't there? Like, just think about it. So we got Adam Copeland, we got Adam Cole, baby. We got it is so cool to see this happening right now. And recently, Jade Cargill went over to WWE. I think she's gonna do massively great there. Um, so that was a big sign. And we did a whole video on my channel about like Jade Cargill and the potential of like who can step up next, who's the next big thing for AEW. As we're seeing all these people with this like massive potential, uh, all these names get come about. All of a sudden, Mustafa Ali is a free agent. Adam Copeland signs with AEW. Uh, Dolph Ziggler probably ending up there with his brother. Um, and, there's Shelton Benjamin, who can definitely add to any freaking locker room that he's in. Future Blackpool Combat Club member? Well, I'd like to see that. Um, and here's the thing. There's been a bit of discourse online. Man, this like light is like just like flickering. This is not the light for an epileptic. I can tell you that much right now. Um, yeah, so there's this bit of discourse online, and people are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe Adam Copeland went there," but he was a company guy. Sting was a company guy. Sting went to TNA and brought a lot to TNA. He went to AEW and brought a lot to AEW. Unfortunately, got wasted in WWE, but everywhere else, screw you late. He was utterly fantastic. This is like the ending of Mr. Goodbye. I'm just saying right now. This freaking light is. Um, so I'm so excited to see what's going to happen with Jade Cargill in WWE. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen with Adam Copeland in AEW. I'm excited to see like people kind of going back and forth. This is an exciting time for wrestling. Unfortunately, we do have some outliers, and not in the good way. People that are just there to like crap on a company. You could be an AW faithful or WWE faithful. If you're just there like, Jade Cargill, she's betrayed us. She's only green. We don't like her anyway. She's in WWE. Like, BS. She did a great job. Did she start out? Did she come in and grow like overall? Yeah, that's what you should do. That's the whole idea behind being a wrestler and coming into it. Chris Statlander didn't watch wrestling before she became a wrestler. She does. She's champion, and a damn good champion at that. Is Adam Copeland a bit older than he was 20 years ago? Hell yeah, so am I. And you know what? On a daily basis, toot my own horn. See this channel we're doing right here? Gets better. Because that's what we do, because we push ourselves to do better than we did before. And as a fan of wrestling and of all these different companies out there, I'm hoping that with AEW, with Impact doing the 1000, pretty damn good show actually, with WWE, like bringing in people like Jade, I am hoping we're going to see like them run at the top of what they've done. Like I want to see them all running on full cylinders. I want to see them both successful so that we got places. So if you get exhausted or creatively kind of frustrated where you're at, I don't care if it's WWE or AEW or New Japan Pro Wrestling or NWA or Impact. If you get frustrated in one place, if you don't feel like you're being totally utilized, you got another place to go, and you can actually, reinvent yourself. You can bring to light that part of you that you think wasn't being utilized before. If you're a Jade Cargill who's brought her game up, and all of a sudden you're on a huge stage that's the WWE, then that us as fans can be glad about that, can be grateful that that exists, and not fall into this little trap called tribalism. Because that, my friends, then you're not a fan. You're not a fan, or if you are actively like saying that you want a company to go under, and this happened in the Impact days, by the way. If you're actively saying, oh man, hope Vince McMahon buys Impact Wrestling and just buries it. I remember those days. Tony Khan, year 2, is going to be out of business. I remember those days. It's a t-shirt company. Remember that? Never going to what a stupid idea to go to London. Not going to sell any tickets. Sells the tickets. Oh, he bought all his own tickets. Get over it. I mean, I like serious. On the other side of the thing, everybody in WWE is being wasted. There's some great utilization with some people in the WWE. NXT is a great example. I think NXT is doing a great job right now. I think the bloodline's gotten lower. Storyline, I think that's kind of meh. I think in AEW that they need to start working on, and I'm starting to see it now, their female wrestling division, not the wrestlers. Wrestlers fantastic in utilizing them, in showing stories and not just matches. Because we got stories with MJF, we got stories with Adam Cole. I want a good story. One of the things that got me invested with Jade Cargill, and there was no real big story, but Jade Cargill was a presence, and she came on, and they booked her strong, and they booked her in a way that Goldberg was booked in WCW, is that you utilize the positives of that wrestler. Man, this is different for 31 Days of Horror. This is a bonus video, so here you go, guys. Here's a little bonus video for you today. So be glad that Adam showed up in AEW, that he's going full time, and that he's going to be working with people that he's never worked with before. Don't be one of those people. I don't want to see the crap online of oh, it's not very good, or oh no, but he's going to this company. This company is filled with injuries. Nia Jax. That's just one wrestler. Okay, so don't go at me with oh, this company is no good or this company is lesser. We got 2 companies running top tier stuff with top tier talent, and not just 2 companies. We got 2 companies that are well known among casuals. Because here's the thing: a lot of us, big geeks that I'm watching this stuff for a long time. It's the same as if you're not a wrestling fan, say for instance, you're a Vinegar Syndrome, you're a movie fan, and you like some of the cheesier movies, the stuff that not a lot of people talk about. Well, wrestling fans are the same. They know, they remember the days of Jericho in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They know the OG Bullet Club. They know the cleaner Kenny Omega and stuff like that. And that's good, and that doesn't take away from somebody who comes in and just wants to watch the regular stuff. It doesn't lessen say if you just like WWE or you just like AW, that's no, there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't be one of those people that just like pick this side and you denigrate the other one just because it's the other side. It's ridiculous. It's like DC versus Marvel. They're both comic companies. One can bring, that do movies. One does well. You want the other doing well. You don't want to like be hoping that one drags the other one under. You want to hope that they both push each other up, and that's the thing. Let be happy, be better, and as a fan, when you see it, when you see people doing the right thing, like acknowledge it. When you see saying I'm a WWE fan, but man, I was so excited to see Adam come in to AEW. Good on you, man. Good on you. That's what I wanted to see. Acknowledge that. Push that up. Encourage the positivity among fandom. When you see the negative ones, don't interact with them, because when you do, that's kind of what they want. So get out there, be excited, be happy, and you know what? WWE, AEW, NWA Wildside, New Japan Pro Wrestling, all you guys out there, nothing wrong with selling some t-shirts. See you later.